Welcome in everyone to our GSP Ace of the Day presented by DraftKings. As always, you can play along with us by going to dkng.co/crackedopen. Crazy to think, but we've only got 2 more days left of this year's final Grand Slam, the 2020 French Open, into its championship weekend. We've got women's singles action and men's doubles on Saturday. We've got the men's singles, women's doubles on Sunday. Of course, other fantastic matches going on throughout the tennis world this weekend as well. With that in mind, let's get to our picks for our GSP Aces of the Day. Let's start in Paris, and it's going to be a really fun battle. Sofia Kenin, the 21-year-old American 2020 Australian Open champion, taking on a player who has blitzed through this 2020 French Open, a former 2-time Junior Slam champion in 19-year-old Polish player Iga Swiatek. And of course, this is the first all 21 and under Grand Slam French Open women's singles final since Kenin played Clijsters all of those years ago. So we know we are in for a treat today. And let's be honest, Iga Swiatek has again blitzed her way through this tournament. She's yet to drop a set. Her worst set loss was a 6-4 set coming back in the second round, but she has just overwhelmed every opponent she has played with her aggressive, moving forward, changing directions brand of tennis. Of course, it's still her first Grand Slam final, and she's coming up against someone in Sofia Kenin who made her first Slam final earlier this year, already has a Slam title under her belt, and of course, one can never measure how much that experience, how valuable that ends up being to a player. And so, this is going to be a tricky match. I'm not going to make a pick on the money line, but I do have 2 props I think you all will enjoy. Let's start with prop number 1. If this match goes straight sets, I think it's going to be an Iga Swiatek victory. With her overwhelming serve, the ability to set up +1 tennis, Kenin can do a lot of things, but Swiatek, one could argue, just playing a better version of the Petra Kvitova Kenin saw in her semifinal match. And so I think Swiatek, if she wins this one, it's going to be a straight set win. You look on DraftKings, you can get +135 odds for Swiatek to do just that, win in straight sets. We're going to throw $2 on that as an opening bid, but I also do know this is a Grand Slam final. Funky things happen. So we're also going to throw a little bit on the over 2.5 sets, another $2 on that. Simply put, I do think this one could go the distance, and if either of these hit, we cover them both. So again, we're hedging a little bit, but I like that as the action we get here in Paris. Swiatek in straight sets, and then the over 2.5 sets. That way we're covered on both sides. Of course, there's other action going on around the globe. That's where our 2 other ace picks come from. Let's start with Frances Tiafoe, whose partnership with his new coach is clearly paying dividends. We saw him look good in New York. We saw him look good, albeit a first-round exit in France, but a good loss to Jan-Lennard Struffen. Now he finds himself in a semifinal match against Delbonis. He's a +128 underdog. Tiafoe in his career, winning record against lefties. You look at it overall, 23-18 in total, but he's 19-13 since 2016. You take out his 3 losses to Rafa, he's 19-10. I like him tomorrow to knock off Delbonis, who's coming off of a physical 3-set match against Cecchinato. Give me Tiafoe +128. We're going to throw 3 on that to win close to $4. And then our last one, a funky parlay, of course, for you all. Young Carlos Alcarez Garfia. We're going to take him and Damir Dzumhur, parlay them together, +104. 3 to win, a little bit over 3 in return. So again, to quickly recap, we're taking Swiatek in straight sets. We're taking the over 2.5 sets in Swiatek Kenin. We're taking Tiafoe as a money line underdog. And then we've got an Alcarez Garfia and Dzumhur parlay for you all. Of course, to catch up on all of the action in Paris, be sure to go to our mini break podcast. If you want to see my further thoughts on today's action, check out this GSP Ace of the Day in article form on our website. But for now, and as always, we hope you enjoy the action, and may the odds be ever in your favor.